morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is your channel, and for another class of Santee Online Learning with me, okay? Now, the last couple times that we've met, we've had to make pieces that were, well, they were drawings or paintings, right? Whichever materials you guys had. But for this week, since I hadn't done a video, I just wanted to go over it today. Today is April 16th, which was the Rivera Man Controller of the Universe writing project. Now, I decided to find a painting that, of course, had a lot that you guys could look at and then figure out what it might all mean. And for this project, there are some very simple steps that you guys have to follow when writing about a project. It's not like VTS, a visual thinking strategy, or a simple just sort of writing project. It's a cat is going to start making noise. For this project, you're asked to really kind of go into it a little bit more in depth. Now, if you go to Schoology, you will be able to see not only the painting, but actually the 4 steps that I have outlined, okay? So for this painting, what you have is a painting of, actually it's a painting, but it's a fresco of Rivera's Controller of the Universe. Now, who's really the controller of the universe? You know, that's a mystery. It's a mystery. As far as I'm concerned, right? But in this painting, we have a man who's in the center of this piece. And who is he? Who does he represent? It could be anyone, really, right? We see that he's holding something. And really what I want you to do is to look at it kind of like in the same way that you've looked at the other pieces, but this time, you know, really kind of analyze it, because there are so many different things in it. And then when you think about the time that it was made in, okay, 1934, and then try to think about what's happening today. Is it relevant today? Absolutely, right? I mean, when you look at it, who does a man kind of remind you of? And then when you look at it, there are 2 separate things, right? When you divide it, the classes of people are also different. So look at it first, take a good look at it before you start writing it, okay? Now, the first thing that I want you to do for the parts, and like I said, they're in Schoology, I want you to write some general information about the piece. So, who painted it? Where is it found? Who is the painting? When was it painted? So just some general information. When it was made. Is it a copy? Is it a painting? Is it a fresco? When was it painted? And the provenance. The provenance is, where was it made? Where can you see it? See, Mom? That cat's getting excited. Also, where can you see it, okay? So that is the first. And then the technique, that's number 6. How is it painted, okay? All right, part 2 is a brief description of the painting. In a few sentences, describe the work. What does it look like? Is it a representation of something? Tell me what you see in it. Is it an abstraction? Is it an objective painting or non-objective painting? So select a few things and write a few sentences in the description of the painting. Part 3 is the form. What is the form? This is key. This is a key part of your paper. It should be the longest section of the paper. Be sure to think about whether the work of art selected is 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. So what is 2-dimensional? Well, 2-dimensional, for example, is when a drawing on a piece of paper is 2-dimensional, right? But a cup like this is 3-dimensional. Ooh, that's good. 3-dimensional is, you can walk around it. You can see every bit of the piece. So this can be like an art piece itself, right? I mean, it's a beautiful cup. And anyhow, you get the, you know what I mean. Is it 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional? That's part 3, okay? And then, aside from that part, you're gonna now talk about the elements and the principles of art. When you look at the painting, what types of lines are there? What types of shapes do you see? What about the color? Does it have texture? Does it the space? So the depth, are there things that are overlapping, and the perspective, okay? So that kind of thing. And then also time and motion. What is it trying to depict? Those are the elements of art. Now the truth is, the principles of art, we really did not get to go through with them, which is okay because we're going to do it now. And so what are the principles? The principles of design are unity, balance, emphasis, scale, mass, rhythm, and function. The elements are the ABCs of art. For example, what it needs to be put together into a painting. But the principles of design are, for example, what do you want the viewer to get? For example, are you focusing in on a flower? Are you focusing in on the texture? Is your point as an artist to make a painting look like there's movement? So those are principles. That's something we're going to get into later, okay? But look at those things. Tell me, does it look like it's moving? Is your eye supposed to be focused on one thing? And in this case, yes, right? The central figure. The central figure is the man in the center who's holding something like this that appears to look like the universe, or the earth in this case. And what is he doing? Why does one man have his whole hand on the universe? You know, I mean, we are all in control of what happens in our lives, right? Hopefully. We all make decisions, that sometimes affect us, good or bad. Do you want someone to control your universe? Your world? No, you don't want that. You're in control. You should be able to control that, okay? So write about those things, the elements and the principles. Part 4 is your opinion and conclusion. There are no right or wrong about this. Because basically you're just telling me what you think about the piece. This part of the paper is where you go beyond the description, and when you offer a conclusion of your own informed opinions. Now, when you go online and you Google it, you're going to find out the truth about the painting, right? What Diego Rivera thought about the painting. You're going to find out that Frida Kahlo was a part of this painting also, because Frida Kahlo was the wife of Diego Rivera. If you saw the movie Frida, you will see that in the painting, Diego Rivera is painting it and Frida is there, and then you find out why, for example, the painting had to be destroyed. But that didn't stop Diego Rivera. He loved this painting. He took this painting and he brought it back to Mexico and painted it there. Okay? So, anyhow, it's a great story. If you haven't seen the movie, see it. You'll get a really good insight into their lives, okay? Okay, so make sure that you have all of those keys, parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your paper. This is a paper that's supposed to be 2 pages long, double spaced. It's supposed to be due tomorrow, but I know that some of you guys may not get a chance to do it. Some of you guys have not been turning in the projects. A lot of kids have. If you have, terrific. Thank you. I'm glad that you're doing that. The grades already came out on Wednesday, and or was it Tuesday? I don't remember. But anyhow, Tuesday or Wednesday, I turned in the grades. And just keep up, you guys. Everything is going to be just fine. And we're going to continue to keep learning, and I'm going to continue to expect, have the same expectations of you guys. Remember that we meet either on Monday or Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays. Friday is basically your own time. Don't stress too much about it. Just do it and have fun with it. That's what art is, right? It's not only about making it, it's also about learning how to write about it. And if you like art, who doesn't like art? You'll be able to do all those things. If you have any questions, make sure to email me. Send me your questions and I'll be able to answer them hopefully as quickly as possible, okay? Anyhow, have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you guys on Zoom or through email. Okay, any questions? Let me know, okay? Seema, you want to say hello to the people? Come over here. Let me see if I can get her. Here. Come on. Come on. She doesn't want to come. Okay, next time you'll meet the cat. Bye, everybody.